Chris the Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? First, let me give a shout out to one of my subscribers. Roger Kelly sent me this article. Where is this from? Stuff.co.nz. Alright. It says, March world title fight looks most likely as Joseph Parker waits for shot at Anthony Joshua's IBF belt. Now, we know the Kiwi undefeated heavyweight fighter has a fight coming up October 1st with Alexander Dimitrenko. That is not a gimme fight. Parker will have a disadvantage as far as size. You know, Dimitrenko is a lot taller, has Parker by about 4 or maybe 5 inches. He's going to outweigh him, probably about 20 pounds on fight night, somewhere around there. And if he gets past that fight, we've seen the articles out about Parker possibly fighting on November 26th. I've heard this rumor be thrown out there that looks like Joshua may be fighting Pulev, and then they want Parker versus Price and Chisora versus White on the undercard. I've seen that article on Boxing Scene. Will that come to fruition? I'm not sure. Everything will have to go right for that to happen. Hopefully it does, you know, for the sake of the heavyweight division and me being a huge fan of the division. Hopefully that does take place on November 26th. If everything can go right, hopefully Parker gets past Dimitrenko October 1st, without getting hurt, any cuts, sustaining any type of setbacks, and he can get on that November 26th card to hype up his fight with Anthony Joshua when it takes place. Now, let me read some quotes from this article, and I'm going to leave this article in the description box, and like always on my channel, you can go to it, click it, and come to your own surmise after you read it. All right, so there's some quotes here from, let me see, Eddie Hearn, I believe. Let me go ahead and read some quotes. It says, from my point of view, Joshua versus Parker will be a huge fight, but he hasn't quite reached his full potential yet. For us, we either box him in November or December or March. All are possible, Hearn told Sky Sports in the UK. And Hearn has been doing this the whole time, man. November, December, March. I mean, he'll give you like a 5-6 month stretch of when he thinks this fight will take place. But he has stayed pretty consistent with the March and April. Well, he's said even November too. I've heard him be mentioned, that they were saying that they might try to fight Parker in November. Now, I know the IBF is going to officially inform Team Joshua that they have to start negotiating with Joseph Parker. I believe that takes place November 9th, if I'm not mistaken. But he goes on to say that, and then he says, if Joshua fights someone else, Parker has asked if he could be on the undercard, which I like the idea of because it gives the UK fans the chance to see him in the flesh and really promote the March fight. One of the names they put forward was David Price. I see it as a tough fight for both and a great fight, but the gamble. If Parker comes over and knocks Price out, it makes the fight with Joshua March huge. While Parker against Joshua is a definite possibility for this year, I know I can make it 40, 50, or 100% bigger for 2017 if I put him on in November or December. So, from that standpoint, as far as business and marketing and, getting Parker over to the UK and, getting his face out there to their crowd and, the excitement of a fight might take place and they have it both on the same card. We always know that works just as long as both the guys win. You know what I mean? But we kind of know this already, but I'm just getting this out there, man, because it was some news that just came out about the Kiwi heavyweight. And all the ideas they come up with, I'm pretty much for all of them. If they want Parker versus Joshua in November, if Parker gets past Dimitrenko, like I said, without getting, hurt or losing, because I don't think it's a gimme, I'm for that. I want to see the fight whenever it happens, but if they're going to put together that triple header or at least put the double header together with Parker and Price and, Joshua and most likely Pulev, I'm fine with that too, man. Just want to get this wrapped up, though. I don't want this to linger on for too much longer, but if you know, if they're really trying to put together that triple header and then give us Parker and Joshua and March, that's fine. Because I know Deontay Wilder's supposed to be back February or March. So maybe, you know, all that stuff can go on around the same time. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? So just getting this out there. Tell me what you guys think about this. I know Eddie Hearn has been all over the place with these different dates and times that they want to fight Parker or whoever the IBF mandatory is going to be at that time. I've heard, like I said, I've heard November, December, I've heard March, and I've heard April. So you guys let me know what you think about this. And when do you think this fight's going to take place? I'm going to go with March. If everything goes well, let's say Parker beats Dimitrenko and he decides not to be on the November 26th card. The way that, you know, Lonergan and Parker's team is handling him, I still think they'll probably take a, if they're not on the November card and they get past Dimitrenko without sustaining any injuries, they seem as if they will put him in there in December or January because they just like to keep this guy active, man. So I wonder if that fight, you know, if they can't get on the undercard, will they just sit out from October all the way to March? I highly doubt it, though, just the way they keep him active. They don't want him stagnant, sitting around, you know, gaining weight, losing focus. I like the way they're handling Parker. You guys let me know what you think about this, man. Hopefully, you know, if everything goes right, all the stars align and the boxing guys grace us, he'll get past Dimitrenko. He'll fight a triple hitter on November 26th on the undercard of Joshua's fight, along with the Chisora and White. And then we get a mega showdown in March. And that'll be around the same time that Deontay Wilder should be back in action. You guys let me know what you think about this, man. I'm out.